Time 6:35. Could recreational marijuana soon be legal here in Minnesota? That's one of the questions top doctors and medical professionals in Minnesota will be discussing later today. And we're getting your take in this morning's Digital Dive. Right now, the Minnesota Medical Association doesn't have a policy on the prospect of legalizing marijuana. The MMA president says tonight's forum is meant to discuss the group's stance on the possibility of recreational marijuana becoming legal. Basically, the organization wants to be prepared if it ever happens here. So the doctors and other medical professionals will have their say, but we want to know what you think. What's your stance on legalizing weed? Well, we got a lot of interesting answers in our newsroom this morning. After scrolling through some of them, here is one from Dick. Good morning to you, Dick. He says he thinks legalization could cause problems and that we should follow the advice of law enforcement and employees familiar with this issue. However, Josh says leave medical professionals out of it, saying it should be left up to the people. Sonia says regardless of if it's legal, they're going to be smoking it anyway, so Minnesota might as well legalize it and collect money off of marijuana instead of the dealers. And last but not least, this comment here from Danielle Henkels. Good morning to you, Danielle. She says legalize, stop incarcerating, and tax at a reasonable level so a black market doesn't develop. So yeah, you can chime in as well. Use the hashtag Sunrisers. Let us know what you think about legalization of marijuana here in our state. And a lot of people, you guys, were saying the tax incentive itself, it sounds pretty good, and they'd rather have that instead of like a gas tax or something.
Sure, it was interesting. I mean, it didn't go anywhere in the legislature this year, but I have a feeling it's going to come back up again and again.
Yeah, I mean, I know just walking down Nicollet Avenue, it smells like it's legal. So.